Hello everyone, welcome back to the garden. This is going to be kind of a quick one. It's very simple. This is going to be going over how I just went about planting my Dutch irises last year. I had a huge stand of them. I think they looked really nice. I think a lot of smaller bulbs like these Dutch irises do tend to get overlooked sometimes in favor of larger, kind of more flashy and expensive ones. However, when these are planted in mass, they can be absolutely gorgeous. So getting started, the first thing I do, of course, I had to work up a bed. I use this since this is, a new garden. I work to a depth of about 1 to 2 feet, just so the soil is nice and fluffy. You can see this gigantic tiller was just yanking me all over the place. Getting all of these beds worked in the new garden has been a major undertaking, and honestly, I'm struggling, but we'll just keep on going. This year I planted 500 bulbs in total, or I should say last year because this occurred last fall. Here's what the bulbs look like. They do range in size somewhat, but generally they're mostly small. You have that root plate at the bottom and the pointy end, of course, which you want that to point up, pointy end up, always a good rule of thumb. You can check your package guidelines for spacing information, but as you can see, I like to pack mine nice and close and dense so we get that full floral display, that just really vibrant in your face pop of color in the springtime. Just I labeled each one of these. This was kind of a trial of sorts. If you're interested in the full tour of the Dutch irises, there is a video for that. Tons of labels. I think there was over 20 varieties in all, and they all had different bloom times. So of course doing that like this can stagger your bloom time as well and extend the overall beauty of the bed. When I arranged these bulbs into the bed, there it wasn't, meticulous. They can lay on their side a little bit. These things want to grow, so they will naturally, for the most part, orient themselves upward unless something really crazy has happened. I probably planted these to a depth of maybe 2 to 3 inches. They were relatively shallow. Fortunately, I didn't have any problems with squirrels or anything like that, but it could be an issue, so you might need to lay some mesh or wire across these beds if you do have problems with different critters getting into your bed. Added a little bit of compost into the beds as well at planting, but I think these, for the most part, I think these are true bulbs. Don't quote me on that, so it wasn't really necessary. In spring, these things popped up before I could even notice. Like, I would have got them emerging from the soil for you guys to see, but they were just up. Like, here I am, I'm ready to grow. They were pretty much greening up from, late winter. And once they get going, they do start to produce flowers relatively early in the season. Once they start to think about bloom, you'll see a definite change in color. They turn to more of a silvery tone, which is very pretty. And you'll start to see these kind of blades thicken before they set to flower, which is another cool aspect of it. I always like watching the progress of each stage of flower development and development of the different plants because they're also unique and interesting in their own ways. The color palette of these is somewhat limited, but you can get some kind of purples and pinks in there. Most of these are just really lovely shades of blue and yellow. I definitely can't complain there. They are an amazing cut flower. I think they often get overlooked for use as a cut flower. These will just, sit in a vase for a very long time, especially if you pick them early before they have unfurled completely. You can, store them that way as well. Really just easy to stick in a cooler or an old refrigerator and save for a while and use over the course of, several weeks in the early spring season. I think they look really nice, really elegant, a different flower form and different color palette than a lot of people are used to in early spring. I know that this video is not going to get very many views, but I hope it was helpful in some way to everybody. I know I get frustrated. I feel like I've been doing this for such a long time, and sometimes it feels like it's a little bit in vain, if I'm just being honest, but I love it. So I'm just going to keep doing it, and I hope it's helpful to at least one person out there. That's all I can ask for. So thank you for your kindness and for watching and your patience as I make these videos and just understanding and support. More than anything, thank you for your support. It really means the world to me. And without you, it genuinely wouldn't be possible. So thank you. That's it. I hope the weather is gorgeous wherever you are. You totally deserve it. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.